All right. Welcome once again, guys, to Real Laughs on 104.1 Real Radio. Thank you guys so much. It is Monday, October the 19th. That's right, people. We're going to start the week off right. Thank you guys for being here with us. I am joined in its virtual studio, as always, with my partner in crime, the man who helped me start all this craziness. It is Miguel Colon Jr. in the house. What's up, Miguel?
What's up, man? How's your day
Not a whole
going
lot.
so far? Yeah,
Man, it's actually going good, man. I just said this, but days, months mean nothing anymore, right? It doesn't matter.
it's all just one big blur. Like this New
Yeah,
Year's Eve is gonna be so lame.
it
Everybody's gonna be
is.
like, "Cool, it's
Yeah.
another year. I'm gonna go back to wearing a mask and standing in weird
Yeah.
lines at Publix."
We're gonna take a mask. We're gonna take our mask off. We're gonna have a drink of champagne when the ball drops, and put the mask right back on. Yeah, it's gonna be the
It's gonna
same old.
be yeah, it's just weird. Like I feel like we need something to rejuvenate us because we found out like the government was talking about aliens a few months ago, and we were all just like, "Meh,"
Yeah,
like there's nothing
yeah.
left anymore for us, man. We could run into
Nothing, man.
Tupac. We could run into Tupac and like with the West Oaks Mall, and I'd be like, "Hey, what up, Pac? Just keep shopping." Like, cool, man.
That's so funny because it's
Yeah,
true.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I gotta
answer your
go.
ties,
I
but
got to shift over here at Mrs.
yeah,
Smith Cookies. But
make sure
anyway,
you're doing well.
yeah. Also, I'm joined by my good friend Mr. Mike Hurley from the Obligatory Podcast and the writer of my TV show, The Lowdown with James. Mike, how are you doing, brother?
I'm fine, man. I'm just ready to get back to writing for that TV show, The Lowdown with James, if they ever start that thing up again. That'd be
Amen.
great.
I
That'd be,
Ooh,
what are you
shots
booing?
fired.
What are you
Flocka
booing over
flocka.
there, Ken Miller?
I said, ooh,
Oh,
like
ooh.
like
Gotcha.
ooh,
No,
like you
I'm
dropped
just
the gem on.
we were supposed to go back like every month. It gets pushed back another month, and I'm just ready to go back. But I'm doing good, man. I hit up Saturday night. I hit up the first open mic since pre-pandemic. I mean, I've been doing a
Ooh,
couple
all
of
right.
shows. Yeah, I've been doing some shows here and there, but I haven't gone to an actual open mic. And I went over to Bullenbush, Ross McCoy's room down there in the Milk District, you know?
Shout out to Ross
And
McCoy, friend of the show.
yeah, I was all excited because I heard Kermit Gonzalez was going to be there coming
The
out of
Kermit?
retirement. He bailed, man. He
Bailed, bro.
bailed. Bailed.
Wow.
Straight bailed,
And
bro.
I'll tell you this. I walked in, and it's a great little room. Ross McCoy was like, "Hey, man, you want to do time?" I'm like, "Dude, I got nothing new. I've written like 2 jokes since the pandemic. I got nothing new to work on." He's like, "Dude, have you seen the people going up tonight? These people, some of these comics, Miguel, I kid you not. Some of these guys were doing jokes that they were doing pre-pandemic, and when they were doing pre-pandemic, I was like, that guy was doing that joke 2 years ago at an open mic, man." Now
Yeah.
there were some comics trying out new things, and kudos to them. But
Okay.
man, nothing bugs me more than going to open mic and seeing people showcasing with their weekend sets. You know?
Yeah.
That's what we
The
talked. We
tried
talked
and
about
true.
it before. That's
Yeah,
why we
even
hate
if I got
sometimes doing
one,
bits.
even if I got one, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Kermit, I got one joke I want to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
know
I
who
do
used
it
to
and
be?
walk off
You know who
stage.
used to be the master of that? Ricky Reyes. Ricky Reyes would walk into an open mic, go up on stage, tell one 30-second bit. The audience didn't like it. He's like, he'd walk off stage.
Yeah.
He didn't have to win them over. He didn't give a damn. He'd just be like, no, I'm here to use you, not the other way around. And then he'd
Yeah.
crush his weekend show of like an hour, you know?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Shout out to Ricky, man. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce the Godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken
That's right. You better
Miller.
tell him who I am, son. Where my
Oh,
gun at?
okay.
Man, I'm over here, bro. I'm having a great day. I started a Facebook argument today.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yo,
With who?
with everybody, and then dude, for real, the meat market. Thank y'all.
Oh,
Oh
Bro,
my goodness,
bro, talk about it.
$70 I spent on meat, and my freezer is full. Like I had to
Full.
put stuff in the
Yeah.
freezer in the garage. And you
Yep.
weren't lying, dude. I bought 15 pounds of chicken for like $7.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see the little butcher
Yeah.
shop area too, where you
Yeah.
get the steaks? They got like the sirloins, bacon wrapped, and everything.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
And then I spent like $45 on like fruit and vegetables, but most of it
On
was
the
that
produce
Natalie.
side.
It was that Natalie's juice because my wife
Yeah.
likes that Natalie's juice, and it's actually cheaper there
Yep.
than when she goes to the health food store and gets the little one for $3.99, and you can get a half a gallon for $3.99.
And then you
Hey,
got to
so-
pass by that little hot dog stand and a turkey leg on your way to get the produce.
Man, it was raining, and I was trying to get home because I wanted to throw a brisket on real quick.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
smoked a brisket. I smoked a little. I got a little small one, so I smoked a little small brisket. But now I started this argument, man, because I was driving down my road, and the guy has a big white flag up that says, "Come and take them," over my dead body, and it's a picture of an M16. And
Mhm.
for the past 12 years, I've been trying to figure out who coming to get these guns. That everybody's always talking about they're gonna take our guns, but no gun has never been taken. So
Mhm.
why is it still an argument on they coming to get our guns? Like,
This
who's
is-
coming to get these guns?
I can't wait for that guy to die. 'Cause I'm gonna show up at his house, knock on the door. They're gonna be having their little gathering of like potluck, and I'll look to the wife. I'm like, "Yes, I'm here for your husband's guns. I hear he was giving them away when he died. He flew the flag every day. I think it was his last request."
The dude
Right.
who comes to take guns is also the same dude who's about to make all abortions illegal. And
Yeah.
he's also the dude, like it's the boogeyman,
It's a boogeyman.
of ideology.
Yeah.
Ideology, you know.
Oh, so it is
Mhm.
Trump. Okay, I told you, Ken, it's Trump.
Yeah, but I laugh at it because I've been going back reading the comments, and like people are so passionate. Like mine wasn't even an argument. I truly
Question.
really wanted to know who's coming to get these guns, and they're like,
And
well,
what did they say? Yeah.
And one guy said, what was it? Beto, who ran for president. And
Oh, Beto
said,
O'Rourke,
yeah,
yeah.
he said he was going to take him. I said, that dude ran for president for 90 minutes. Like, who is
Yeah.
he? I'm like, I need I need somebody to post a picture or article of your friend and the government kicking down their door, taking their guns and walking out with them. Like I
Nah.
need to know who are these.
Hey, who's
who
gonna
are
take
these
that
people?
job too? Hey, Craig, thanks for applying. I'm gonna need you to go to Texas and go knock on some doors and tell some really like passionate people that you're gonna need their guns.
Ken wants that.
That's
Who
right.
was it Elian Gonzalez back then? The little kid
In the-
from
in the-
Yeah.
Cuba?
Miami.
yeah, the kid from you want that moment. You want to see the SWAT team
I want
coming
that-
through
yeah, I
the
want the
door and they're
SWAT team
hiding in the
aliens,
closet.
yeah, with
With
their
step on the
guns.
little kid, they got their guns.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
Yeah, I'm
Do
always
you know
like,
how-
who's coming to get these
Do you
guns,
know how
man?
well that's not going to go in Texas, Miguel? You know they knock at every single door. Sir, hello, do you have any guns? He's like, son, this is Texas. Of course I do. Like, how you going to take their
James.
guns?
Texas secedes. The minute that
Yeah.
happens, Texas is like, well, we're done. We're done. Do it. Run the flag up. We're back to being our own again.
That's right.
Yeah,
No,
so
you ain't taking-
I've
every
just
time-
been going back and forth with people about that. Every time I see those things, like they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I'm like, who people?
And they
Who's
haven't
gonna
even
do
figured
it?
out how to do healthcare.
Yeah.
None of them have figured it out. You think they're going to organize a massive gun pickup?
No.
I just find
no,
it funny how whenever it comes to guns, Republicans tend to think there's no Democrats that own a weapon. It's like you're not taking our guns. I'm like, dude, I know a lot of people on both sides, and I would say the arms between the two of you is about equal. The only difference is the Democrats I know don't post their gun locker on Instagram.
Dude, at all.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyone
that's
who has a
basically it.
gun is not going to let you take it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it. Anyone
Yeah,
who has a gun
true.
is not going to let you take it.
Mhm.
Nope, not at all, man. And I just don't think it's one of those arguments that's gonna be solved by them taking it away. I don't think they're ever gonna do that because
I mean,
in America we're capitalists. We function on people making profit, and let's be honest, the gun business is a great profit. You're not gonna stop business from happening. So I think it's a lost cause when they're trying to take guns away. I just think
Dude,
it's gonna be
I mean-
around. Yeah,
I'm just going to say right now, if you own a gun, don't let all this gun talk from any organization scare you about people coming to get your guns. Do you know
Nobody's
how
gonna
many
take 'em
times?
away.
Do you know how many
Too much money.
times children and family services have said they're going to take my kids away? They're right down the hall. Still got them. I'm waiting for the knock, man.
Mike
Who
left
needs
a
a
note
favor?
like,
I don't
"Come
even
on
cook
in."
dinner. I don't even cook dinner till after office hours now because I'm like, why waste the food if they're coming? Why am I going to cook? You know?
Well, I gotta remind everybody we do have some holidays and birthdays I want to go over real quick. Birthdays today. Trey Parker. Do y'all remember back in the day that the only thing America had to fight against was Trey Parker in South Park?
Yeah,
Y'all remember that?
bro.
That
Because
was
he was out there
that was-
telling the truth.
true. That was the biggest thing that was gonna ruin our kids. If we stopped them, America would be amazing. Remember that?
Trey Parker
Damn,
and
we
Matt
was-
Stone, man. They
Yeah, man.
They did it. They didn't.
I
care.
remember-
And I'm gonna tell you, South
Go
Park
ahead.
has crossed lines that are great.
Yes.
Because they crossed
Yes.
them in an entertaining way. They did an episode, I think it was 2 seasons ago, about school shooting, and every day there was somebody in the school shooting the school up, and they just ran like with it, and it was the hall monitor's job. The hall monitor Ken had an AR, and that was his job to go at it with the school shooter. And they were like, they tell him like, Butters, it's your time to be a homeowner. He's like, okay. And they give him a sash, and then they hand him the AR, and they're like, remember, Butters, aim low, think he might have a vest.
But
Did you
remember
guys-
when we go ahead, Mike.
Did you guys see that video of like 3 girls in a car? And I pretty much it was satire. It was going around about 2 months ago, right before school started back up. And they're like, yeah, listen, all you snowflakes, if Trump is such a bad president, how come there hasn't been a school shooting in 6 months? It's like,
what? Like Trump personally put a call out. Hey,
No,
more
we haven't had
schools
schools in 6 months.
we haven't had school. Don't. There you go with your twisted fake news and logic. You can't even admit when the man wins, he wins.
Hey,
so
Mike,
funny.
but it's been some school beatings because I can tell you that.
Yeah, but they've all
yeah.
been happening in home.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the
Yes.
principle. You know?
Yo,
right.
Yo, my favorite South Park episode, bro, is it had to be 97, 98 when they did the Fat Albert, but it's called
yeah.
Fat
Oh,
Albert.
wow.
Son.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God. He was like, what the hell are we watching? This Fat Albert's cussing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just watched it the other day because all the episodes are on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So it's all the cuss words. Like they don't beep nothing out, bro. Oh,
I
South
gotta
Park
get
did
on
one-
there.
They did
that
one
was the
where-
Clubhouse episode when they had to build their
Save
own
the Youth Center.
clubhouse.
Yeah. They did
Yeah,
the one where they had all the rich black people moving to town, and they wanted to get rid of them because they were rich, not because they were black. They just didn't want rich people in the town, and they're like, "We got to come up with a name of them." He's like, "We'll call them Richers," and they're like, "Get out of here, you Richers!" And then they're like, "You know what? We'll burn a T, a lowercase T, on their lawn, which means time to leave."
Hey guys,
Son,
other
genius,
birthdays
bro.
out there is John Favreau. It's his birthday. That guy directed Iron Man 1, so I love him. And John Lithgow, old actor. You guys know him from many movies in the 90s. And also, it is Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s birthday. Hitting your kid is bad, but teaching him to hit other kids, amazing for your pocketbook. So shout out to
Is he still alive? He's
yes,
passed,
he's still
right?
alive. Yeah,
Man,
no,
one
he's
of
still
my-
alive.
Is he? You sure? I thought he passed.
Yeah. I think
One of
Senior's
my-
alive.
One of my favorite things is Kevin Hart and his homeboy did a skit of Floyd Mayweather Sr. And he's like, boy,
Yeah.
y'all know about boxing. Y'all know nothing about boxing. And the way Floyd Mayweather dad talk,
He
you gotta
talks,
look at him. He country, but he got it look boy like that, like the boy. Y'all don't know nothing about boxing. Y'all don't know
Yeah, he
like
does.
Floyd Mayweather throw one punch. See, that's how you punch, boy. Y'all don't know nothing about boxing. Y'all don't know
Yeah.
nothing about boxing, boy.
He talks like
Floyd
he
did this.
talks
Y'all
like
don't know
every
nothing
uncle that gets drunk
Every
at
uncle in the
Thanksgiving.
South, yeah. Y'all don't know nothing about guns. Y'all don't know. They
got
gotta get them guns. Y'all don't know nothing about them guns.
Got a
They gonna
cigarette
get
hanging
done.
from his lip. Not even
Yeah,
lit.
dangling.
Just a cigarette.
Dangling.
Hey
They
boy,
gonna get
come
them
here, boy.
guns.
Hey boy, they go to
He
look
look
just
at-
like
he
your
look
daddy.
at Ken- he
But
look
look just
at
like your
Ken, he
daddy.
go- He look
Nigga
at
like,
Ken, he go,
yeah,
"You
go.
Charlie McAdoo boy, ain't you?
Oh,
I knew your papa."
Boy, you look just like your daddy, boy.
Mhm.
Look like your daddy, boy. Look at him.
Look at
Hey,
daddy,
hey,
boy.
Lord
You
Lee,
know
come
your
in
daddy
here.
on the gun. You
Come
know
in
your
here,
daddy
tell
on
me who
guns,
this
right?
boy daddy is.
Tell you one
Charlie boy. You know?
thing. Daddy don't know nothing about boxing, though. I'll tell you that right now.
I want to know about
I
your boxing right now.
I told your daddy when we was in Da Nang in '66. I said, "Hey man, you might know a damn thing about paratrooping and machine gunning, but you don't know nothing about boxing."
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Five Bloods? That was supposed to be Six Bloods, but I stole the show. They didn't put me in.
That's right. Hey guys, stick with us because when we get back on Real Last, there's a national holiday, and I want to ask you guys, would it affect you as far as the law coming to see you or not? It's gonna be
Now,
a good one.
So let's get rid of Kwanzaa.
Okay. Perfect. Got it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Real Laughs 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You're still listening to Real Laughs on 104.1 Real Radio. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Remember, you can always listen to all our past shows on the iHeart app. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and now you can do it on YouTube. Be sure to go there, like, comment, and subscribe. We need you guys in our life. Hey, guys, there is a holiday that's today, and I want to know what you guys interpret it as. I saw it a little bit different than probably the average person, because I guess I got a dirty mind. But it's National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day, which to me, I heard National Clear Your Browser History Before the Cops Find Out Day. That's what I heard, people.
You clean if you in the game, you clear your browser history immediately.
Okay, got it.
Like before you finish, you're like, okay, I got the mental note. Clear.
Because I was going to ask you guys, let's say one day you're just chilling and you didn't do that, Miguel. You forgot to clean it out right away. And somebody bursts in, cops, whatever, some kind of government agency, and they get a hold of your hard drive.
Mm.
Two choices. Are you going to jail or are people gonna have questions? I just want to know
Man,
real quick.
Real quick. They're gonna realize how boring I am.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so you're not.
man. No, I mean, like, look, hey, is there gonna be porn on it? Sure, but is there gonna
Yeah.
be a lot more weird stuff like backsplash? 18 searches for different backsplash, and guess what, guys? I don't plan on doing it in my kitchen. I don't plan on backsplashing it. I just keep thinking about what it would look like if I added backsplash to it. Like, some more backsplash tile. And then if you literally like, Miguel, I'll give you all this free tile. Do you want to do your kitchen? I'll be like, no. I just like the look sometimes. You know?
But see, you know what's crazy, dude? I don't do anything on my laptop but work.
Yeah.
So this is my work laptop and then like comedy. Now, if they check this though,
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this.
if it's virtual clean your phone day, then that's gonna be like.
I'm gonna tell you this,
But
guys.
you can have a laptop.
That's what I said. They
Ken,
walked in with the laptop.
How your phone got chlamydia?
Yeah. Hey, guys, if the police walked in with my laptop, I would just look at it and be like, "Look, I'm boring." If they walked in with my phone, I'd be like, "I want to cut a deal."
Hey,
Well,
okay,
that's
you
why I
right now.
tell you guys, man. It's like anything else. You got to have the phone that they know about and the phone your girlfriend doesn't know about. You got to have the laptop they know about and the laptop
Gotcha.
no one else but you knows about.
yeah,
No
you
one's
know what?
going to
I got
Jared Fogle me
like
in my house, all right?
I got like 3 phones too, Mike. I got a phone. I'm gonna do that. I got a phone. I'm gonna activate and
You should
use
literally
that.
rent
And you're
a
going to
room
do
somewhere.
it. Definitely don't say it on a radio show. That
Radio
you're gonna
show,
do
yeah.
it. All right.
Well, like what? 60 people.
That was
know
Jersey. That was Jersey, the Haitian sensation that just said that.
I didn't hear a sound.
No,
kit.
it's not. No, it's not. I was just about to say it.
Yo, check this out though. This how boring I am. I'm gonna go. This okay. My first window I got is casting calls because for acting. Then I got
Sure.
Hotmail open. Then I got my therapy thing open. I got 3 Facebooks open. I got a YouTube, my Yahoo Fantasy Football, and my 2 banks and Little Caesars because that's what I have for lunch. And then I got the Google app thing that James sends us to update. That's my internet.
But let
That's
me
what
ask-
I'm on right now.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a moment where you were out late at night, did some open mics, came home, you were still pumped up, looked through your phone at some things, maybe you just help you go to sleep a little bit, and then the next day you're out and about hanging with friends and someone asks you something like directions for somewhere or like a restaurant recommendation and you open your Safari
And it's
Yeah.
like,
and the X-Hamster is still the first
Yeah.
thing that's up there and you're just like, you got it in full view of
Yeah.
everybody and you're like, oh,
And everybody's like, you
Yeah.
dude,
nasty.
these pop-ups are
Look,
getting bad. Am I right, guys?
100% true story, bro. My daughter was like, "Dad, let me get your phone." Her phone died. I said, "Here you go. What's the code?" She unlocks it. She goes to the internet to get something, and she says, "Dad, you can have your phone back." I was like, "Cool." I figured she ain't want nothing. I get to the house, unlock my phone, and open it, and this is porno. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
Whenever
That's why she gave it back to me.
Ken,
Whenever I
Ken,
take pictures of
Ken.
the kid, whenever I take pictures of the kids, I hold down my thumb for that first shot on the camera thing, so you get 360 images.
Yeah.
That way, I
Block
can
it.
take 5 or 6, and when they scroll through, I'm like, they ain't gonna scroll back 360 images.
Yeah.
dang. Dang.
A lot of
Sometimes I see
deleting
this-
later on. A lot of
Some-
deleting.
That's probably why
Sometimes I
my
see
daughter
this-
gay now, yo. She
Yeah,
said,
she-
"Dad,
I was
you
gonna
know-
say, what did you have up? Beaver Hunter? Like, what was what was on the screen?
man."
Ken, your
Good
daughter
Lord,
can probably
Ken.
show you some pictures now.
Yeah, I know,
Now,
right?
true. So
Now, you
Don't
know, I
go
told
through
you,
her
James, my
Snapchat.
preference, man. I like BBW. I like Latino. I like black girls with long hair,
What
curly
kind of
hair.
scenarios do you
And,
like, though? What
I
kind
don't
of
like scenarios. I just need to. I don't like
Man,
scenarios.
see,
I
you
don't
too
like
busy
the
of a man.
came home to my stepdad and he was.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Whenever someone says, in a perfect world, black people would love white people, old people would love young people, thin people would love fat people, I'm like, your perfect world sounds like my porn search history. But let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this.
god!
What does
Yeah,
it mean? What does it mean in porn when it says not son or not daughter? But
it
like,
means they
what
don't
is
want
the
you to
reason for that?
get too big of a rager. You know,
like,
they want you
like
to
is that for legal reasons? Like, okay, this
I think-
scenario is going to be about
I think it really is
brother and
because
sister.
there might be incest laws on certain states that they won't be able to play it on.
that
yeah.
makes sense.
So they're like not actually stepsister, but like, come on, pretty close, right?
You guys, let me ask you guys this: have you guys ever been caught looking at porn? Ever?
Yeah. Oh
Like
my
this?
God.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! Oh god! How
Yeah.
does it go for it? Was it like, hey, look, you and I both know that I'm doing this, so don't look at me like that.
No, it's like if you were willing to do this, I wouldn't have to be doing this.
Yeah,
That's it.
I've got
That's-
to deal with this smut to keep you an honest person.
Yeah.
You know, because if I don't get this, I'm gonna have you stuck in all
And
types of stuff around.
last time I checked, I paid the same for this airline seat as you paid for yours. So don't tell me what I can and can't be doing.
Exactly.
I don't care if you are the pilot. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain of my own.
Yes, Mike. Go.
I put
Man.
the sound on low out of respect
Oh
for
my
your
goodness!
children.
I've been in the Mile High Club. It was by myself, but I've been there.
I've been on the Tarmac Club.
Yo, I've never got caught, but these are two instances where somebody's, the first one was, and Miguel, you know this, the health and welfare inspection in the military, where they come to your room
and check the barracks up. And
I had a little box under my bed that had nothing but like VHS porno tapes in it. But what happened was I got through watching one and it was sitting on the bed. So when they came and bust in the room, we had to all leave out. And so my sergeant was like, Miller, you couldn't put it away. You couldn't put it up. I said, y'all came in the room. I ain't have no time.
The health and wellness check, man.
And then the second time, I'll let you get to yours. Second time, real quick. This was my first marriage. And I had watched when Junior was asleep. Junior was a baby. He was asleep, but my ex-wife was at work. So she had came home from work. I went to go take a shower. She hits the TV button, but she hits play on the VCR instead, and the movie cuts on. And she was like, and she calls me Tang. She's like, Tang. I was like, what's wrong? For real? You couldn't take it out the VCR? You couldn't take the movie out. You just
wow.
I was like, man, I was done.
Wow.
I heard you coming down the steps. I'm all like,
that's like, hey, you guys ever have? I don't know if you guys ever had like a porno tape when you were younger, but I had it in my house, and that thing moved around like a stash house. Like it could not be kept in one place overnight.
What was the name of it? What was the name of it?
Oh,
mine was called Sex. It was called Sex Games. I'll never forget.
I had,
never get the name of it.
I gotta figure out if I can say this word.
Was that black and white, Ken? It's like all artsy and stuff.
No, I had one called the Penetrator.
It was all bushy though.
Okay. I had one called the Penetrator. Right. It was a Terminator play. And it was basically they were going. He was going to try to impregnate this woman from the past so that they could do the. And he would knock on the door, and just like the Sarah Connor, and he'd be like, "I think her name was Sarah Donna or something." He'd be like, "Sarah Donna," and they'd be like, "Yeah," and then he would just bang them, and that was the movie.
Have you guys been watching The Boys on Amazon Prime?
Oh yeah,
The Boys is great.
Oh yeah.
Did you see?
I just watched the first episode of the second season.
Okay, well,
It's
not
so
to ruin
good.
anything. In that reality, there's actually a porn universe also of like fan porn of the superheroes. You guys do that? And someone posted on Facebook the other day, they're like, for real though, I would buy the Homelander porn tape. And I was like, they're like, come on, man, Homelander Starlight? I'm like, yeah, all right. I see.
Don't yuck another person's kink, man. Whatever gets them off, baby.
There's yucks. There's times when you gotta yuck. If you was kicking away R. Kelly, you have to be like, yeah.
Or like if you were in the room when Hitler started talking, you're like, hey, hate to yuck your yum here, pal, but maybe no.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I'm
man.
sure there were some people in the room going, Vic, let him finish.
Let him finish. I signed the treaty, baby.
You know what happened though? It's the same thing that
James, I knew where you were going.
Wild stuff, and everybody was like, "Hey, man, he's just talking." You know, he's not gonna do any of this.
Okay,
I signed the treaty, baby.
Yeah,
that's right. I need you guys to help me out. There is a new yawn debate in our house. Real quick for you guys. Here's how it all started. My father-in-law passed away 2 years ago, and Michelle's mom bought a plot right next to his so they can be buried together. And my wife was like, "We need to do that, coming up soon. We need to buy our plots like that." And she goes, "What happens if I die first? Like, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "If I die, what you gonna do?" I'm like, "Well, maybe I might get remarried." My wife was like, "What you mean you gonna get remarried?" I'm like, I said, I can't find love again. She goes, "No." Then my wife looked at my son Isaiah. She's like, "Listen, when I die, you kill your dad. That's your job." She's like,
James.
Yo,
James,
listen, but I ain't done. I ain't
please,
done.
please tell
My
me that's a bit, because that's hilarious.
No, that's true. It's the truth.
That's
Bro, you know how
hilarious.
crazy my wife is. Then my wife said, look, we ain't gonna buy a plot till we like 60 something. So if I die, it's gonna be after we 60. You ain't gonna get married in your 60s. I said, why am I not gonna get married? She goes, you older than me, 4 years. You gonna die in 2 years when I die. Like she already said that I'm gonna die 2 years after she dies because I'm old.
James, why
And
didn't you tell her? Why didn't you just say, you know that, baby? You know we gonna die together, baby.
Okay, so here's a debate.
Mike,
My
hold
wife
up,
says
no,
we in our
wait,
60s.
James,
Okay.
wait, Mike. This dude said that if his wife died, the son got to kill James.
It's on some old. It's on some.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? If you ask Michelle the same question, like, hey, Michelle, what are you going to do right after James dies? She's like, well, I guess first I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with the body. And then I'm going to clean up the blood.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come up with an alibi.
Yeah. So here's the why we've been debating back and forth. She goes, look, I'm
How
talking
is Isaiah
about
gonna do it with a rope?
no,
If he's a man,
we already know how he's going to do it. No, he's going to do it eye to eye like a man. But no,
Yeah.
the debate is this real quick. If we're in our 60s and we both bought plots together, and heaven forbid she dies, she says, if I get remarried, I'm not allowed to get buried with my new wife because we spent all this time, so many years together. It wouldn't be fair to this woman who's only been in my life for, let's say, 5, 8 years. It wouldn't be fair. So I'm asking you guys, is it fair to my new wife not to be buried with her because my ex-wife wants me to bury
I'll
with
tell
her?
you right now. You tell
Yeah.
Michelle whatever she needs to hear, because once she's
Yeah.
dead, all bets are off. It's till
Yeah.
death do us part.
And
It was
death is
in the
called.
contract. All right.
Gotcha.
But you
Yeah.
don't tell
Gotcha.
her that because I know Michelle. So you go,
Yeah,
babe, of course, I ain't getting buried nowhere but with you. And then when you feel your
Gotcha.
time's coming, you decide who's going to be easier to live with for the rest of eternity. Someone you already put in 25 years with, or someone you barely got to know before you left this mortal coil.
I can
Okay.
imagine you. I can imagine you just, you get the news of Michelle's unfortunate death. The kids walk in the house and you're like, kids, I have some horrible news for you. Your mama passed away. Isaiah, bam, bam. Too slow.
Ken, 30 seconds left, bro. What do you do in that predicament? Your wife passes, 60 years old. You both have plots together. You get a new wife. Do you bury yourself with the new wife or the old wife?
Don't answer.
Oh, I'm not getting married again.
Mm.
If my
Okay,
wife
all
passed
right.
away, I'm done. I'm be out here like this. I don't care how
Yeah.
old I am. I'm be like, woo!
James,
Where they at?
something to consider in murder suicide. In murder suicide, you go around the same time.
Got it. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're going to describe Ken when he's 70 years old taking Viagra. Right here on Real Labs 4.1. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John. I'm still in studio with my good friends, Miguel Colon Jr., Mike Herlihy, and the godfather of Orlando County, Mr. Ken Miller. But we also got a very special guest. I would like to welcome Miss Chelsea Jones. Chelsea, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I can't complain. First off, thank you so much for being with us. I think the listeners are going to be very entertained with the story you have to tell.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all, you're welcome. Now, I've known you for a while, right?
Yes.
And I knew you from a previous relationship that you were in, but you
Yes.
last year were newly single, and I noticed that you made a
About
little
2
change
years.
in your life. About 2 years.
years.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. 2 years. Okay. Waiting to exhale. But yeah, I noticed
She burned the
about
car?
2 years. No. no, she didn't. She didn't. But you know when women break up with a dude, they got to make a serious change, or something has to happen dramatic. Whether they cut their hair, run a
Usually,
marathon, or step into a new lifestyle, right?
Yes,
Chelsea, like something different.
yes.
So what am I referring to? You used to be married, but then you got single, and you decided you wanted to try some new experiences. So you thought to yourself that you never were a true believer in monogamy, right?
No.
No.
No,
You
I
always
had some pretenses, yeah.
Okay. So you decided you wanted to see where those would lead you once you were single. So you decided to listen to a best friend, right? I believe that's
Yes.
how it goes. A best friend
Mhm.
wanted you to try the new lifestyle out. Now, will you explain really quickly what I mean by the lifestyle?
So lifestyle can be whatever you want it to be, but for most people, it is about bringing either another couple into another couple or a single girl exploring with couples. You can have things as like full swaps, which couples and other couples go to what you like to call penetration, or you can do soft swap, which maybe they'll explore other things, and you stick with your partner though for penetration, your actual person.
Gotcha.
Is it like?
So there's
Is it
okay.
like? I feel like you're at like Chipotle, and you're like, let me get a soft swap, extra sauce, and I'll take a double wrap.
Kind of like that, yeah.
I like how it's so funny because we think of things like like sexuality being so fluid and loose,
Yes.
but then in the lifestyle there's like agreements beforehand. Like
Very
Yeah.
much so.
it's like a dope deal. Like you show up to an alley with your genitals, they show up with theirs. You pop the box open, you count it up. You're like, it's all there, boss. You're like, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
definitely people have their own rules, and that's what's kind of nice about it. It's whatever works for you guys or for that single person.
Yeah,
So-
my
Gotcha.
rule has always been I demand monogamy for the women I date. But for me, it's just not who I am. You know?
Yeah. Let the man be the man.
Which honestly,
Gotcha.
that works too. Some people,
Yeah.
and men or women, just watch.
Really?
They,
Yeah.
they enjoy their partner being,
My
pleasured.
not-
rules are- my
I'm
rules
not
are
Just
saying
like
I
I'm,
believe
just
in
like I'm
midnight.
watching this because I'm not commenting at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe
So,
in everything
Chelsea-
about the Mormon faith, but there's some things they hit pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So,
my wife
Chelsea,
ain't gonna
tell
kill
me.
me, bro.
When you first got out of your relationship and decided to explore this, where did you go? Like, how does one find out more about the lifestyle? Where did you actually seek out knowledge?
Well, honestly, during my marriage, I had some curiosities where
Okay.
I kind of wanted, and I even told my partner that I had wanted to try a threesome, or I had wanted to explore a route with a female, and he wasn't for that. So when we ended things, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and explore that for myself. I have been in a couple an extra in people's relationships, and I enjoy that, but eventually I wanted to find my person. So when I got to almost my 2-year mark of being single, I decided to be a little more adventurous, go to an actual resort that caters to that lifestyle, and people are of that open mindset. And that's how I got into it and meeting more people from my friends, circle of friends.
So when
Gotcha.
you're
Not
when you,
only-
when you told
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. When you told your guy that you wanted to bring another girl in, were you shocked that he wasn't into it? Because like you say that to like me, probably most guys, I'll be putting my hat and jacket on. You want to find one now, or like?
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised when he was disgusted by it. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
disgusted.
for some guys like myself, I'm like, wait a minute, 2 girls telling me I'm doing it wrong at the same time? Nah, I don't need that.
See,
I don't need
I'm
that.
I'm with you on that, Mike. I'm not disgusted by it. I'm just like, man, I got to make sure they both right. so it's not disgusting to me because like I just watched one of those
see,
movies earlier
Ken-
today.
Ken, I've watched some of those films, and the nice thing is it takes some of the pressure off you because you can be like, hey, guys, I'm going to go get us some snacks. You keep doing what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
and then you're that nice guy, you know?
I
Yeah,
gotta apologize
honestly,
to two
usually that's how it goes. You get all excited because you're like, wow, they're okay just by themselves. I'll watch.
You're
Put
like,
some
thank God we
backsplash
planned
on the
this on Super Bowl Sunday. They're not even
Yeah.
going to notice I'm gone. We're all getting
Now, Chelsea-
touchdowns today. Oh,
Now, Chelsea, you have a partner that you're involved with, right? That is
Yes.
your significant other, and you guys are both in a lifestyle because you would have to be, right? It has
Yes.
to be a team effort. There you
Yeah, and honestly, we got in it because I actually went to that secrets place where he was working that night, and that's how we met.
Shout out
Gotcha.
to the Callahans.
go. There you go.
now
And-
when you go to a resort like that for the first time and you decide, okay, I'm not watching this time, I actually want to participate. Is there like you walk up and take like a deli number and get online, or do you just like tap someone on the shoulder and go, I like what you're doing here? Like, how does it work?
No, I went into it as a single, so it was pretty much I knew my comfortability and what I was okay with, and going into it, I honestly just wanted to play with the girl. I didn't want any male attention. So when I would approach a couple, I'd ask if she'd be okay with it. Then I would obviously ask her male partner if he'd be okay just watching, because I wasn't ready for that. And most men never said no. So,
Well,
it worked out great.
now is there like a certain like etiquette? Like, is it perfectly okay for a couple to be like, hey, thanks, we appreciate it, we're flyer, but we're not interested in
Yeah, yeah.
doing anything with you specifically?
Oh, just like regular dating, just like regular flirtation. If you were to go to a bar to a heterosexual person, you
Okay, well, I
Pick
can't
them
take
up.
that much. I can't take that much rejection in one place.
Yeah. I want to do it like a silent auction, like have a little paddle up and be like, No? Okay,
Ah.
then. Very well. I just go back to my corner.
Let's not roll past this, Miguel. Where are all these missing children from America?
Yeah.
You sound like you've been to a place or two. Yeah.
Now,
Go
Chelsea,
on.
I'm curious. How safe is it? Like,
I,
Great question,
you
Ken.
know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I know.
DUIs and
Well,
stuff like that. How safe
definitely
is it?
being a single female, it's a little concerning, but that's why I would go to, say, a resort where I knew my friends would be. So I always went with either my friend or another couple that I do, and they kind of always watch your back, honestly.
Yeah.
And people are always on checking up on people. It's actually a very comfortable atmosphere because everybody's kind of into the same thing. It's just trying to fill people out.
So,
Gotcha.
is there never a time that jealousy creeps into all this at all?
Oh, of course.
Really? How do
Of
you?
course. Oh, well, as a single
How-
person, it was
That's
easy
my
for me.
biggest question, Chelsea, is how does people deal with emotion? How do you deal with a person that you love and then, okay, I'm going to share this person with somebody else? Like, how does that work? Because for me, I am not emotionally built for any of that. I am a
Yeah.
selfish man. I want mine. It's mine. I'm not going to share it. But how do
Well,
other people deal with it?
Because honestly, as a single person, I always made sure that that female partner was number one. Because I was always the
Okay.
guest. You always act like a guest in someone else's relationship. And when things are done, I go home. I leave. I don't stay there. I don't
You don't
cuddle.
hang out?
No,
Okay.
that's their moment. That's not. I got mine. I'm going home. I'm good.
That's how I treat all relationships.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
guess
how
I'm
I
guest.
always am during sex.
Yeah.
I show up with a bottle of wine. I try not to make a mess or stay too late, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
You know.
And
I
you
tell
do.
the
You know
Uber
when you're
driver, stay
overstayed, you're
outside,
welcome.
Keep it running.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, Chelsea, not only are you in the lifestyle, but you actually help people because you do work at the actual resort now. And
Okay.
do you help new couples with experiences? Meaning, when people are a little curious, they come to you guys. And what's that like for people when they first come there? Like, how do you guys make them feel comfortable? What kind of things do they do, or do they ask questions? Like, what's that like for new people?
So at Secrets, we work to help host the pool parties and the nightlife and DJ and stuff.
Okay.
So a lot of new couples or new people just come in and they get a tour of the actual resort. They can see the playrooms, they can see the pool, the actual rooms, and the nightclub and stuff like that. Because it really is. It's your comfortability. If you don't want to go to a playroom or you don't want to participate with someone, just stay out in the open. If you do want to go into the playroom and are a little curious, then you can venture in there. But honestly, getting people comfortable is mostly by talking, asking about my
Gotcha.
experiences and just being open about it.
So you're out
Gotcha.
in Vegas right now, correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, and you live out there?
Yes.
Okay, is Secrets a chain? Like, I'm familiar with the one on 192 out there. So do you do this all like telecommute, or how do you work with them?
So we fly into Florida and we work there, but then
Oh.
we also work with a travel company called Topless Travel. We're the host couple for that, and we just got done in Jamaica at Hedonism too. So
I
we
like
work
that. Now,
there.
tell us a little bit about that resort, Hedonism, and what it's about.
Oh wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Hold on,
I'm sorry, I'm Googling all this right now.
Yeah.
Don't do it on your laptop. Use that phone.
Go ahead, Chelsea. Tell us a little bit about hedonism. I know you were just there.
Yes, we were there just now for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
prior, we were a week before that, right at the end of September. So we host events out there. Usually the couples or the groups of people pick a time during the year. And if you're interested in that certain thing, like we have Sexy Silver, which is a older couple type, looking for similar.
The
Either
Cougars.
40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. So then you can meet like-minded people in your same age range. We have the Wicked
You guys can swap
Wildcats.
couples or blue pills. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
ahead.
that's a big thing. So so we host down there. We do the pool parties and help with the nightlife and stuff down there. Get the groups together. We do parties. Absolutely amazing. It's I would say clothing optional towards one side, and then it has a nude beach for adults only down there.
Gotcha. Now, I know when you're working with new people coming in, you see people that are boyfriend, girlfriend. Are there a lot of married couples that come in for the first time?
Very, very. A lot of
Really?
married couples. Mhm.
Do you
Gotcha.
guys?
Now,
I,
you
I
think-
have this
Go ahead.
idea that it's like buying new construction. Like they walk in, you're like, "Hey, I'm Chelsea. So let's look at some options. Here, I don't know how adventurous you are. Here we've got something in double Asian. Okay, or if you want
Yeah.
traditional, this is the Mandingo package. I don't know if you live on a top flight of stairs, but if so, you're going to be on the bottom for a while. And then talking about bottoms, let me show you what else we got here.
No, seriously, and because some people do it by just doing online dating. Topless Travel is
Okay.
the travel company for SLS.com, which is Swing Lifestyle, and some people are on those websites and like to do the online dating. Whereas me, I don't like online dating so much, so I would like to go to places with similar people so I can meet in person. I mean, I think you get a better feel, and I find that more
Gotcha.
comfortable. Because, and honestly, when you find someone you like, I'm very outspoken and to the point. I'm like, hey, I like you. What are you guys into?
Yeah.
There you go. Gotcha.
You
Now,
can't be
for the
meek.
pri-
I mean, you can't be meek
Yeah.
in that game.
No.
It seems like you couldn't be. Like you get left out. Now, have you ever had the experience where you like meet a person like, I don't got a good vibe off this person. I don't want to do it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
is it really? And nobody gets
Oh, yeah.
upset. No feelings are hurt. They're just like, all right.
Mm.
Of course, people's feelings can get hurt. Anybody's feelings can get hurt, just like in regular life. If you feel rejected, they were like, "Oh, I was trying so
Gotcha.
hard," but she kind of like walked away.
And
Got
Chelsea,
it,
like I
got
said
it.
before, I apologize. I was in the fields. I was listening to Drake.
So,
I was
All
doing
right.
so
I'll
Chelsea,
give you
in
a
closing,
second.
before we go, I just want to know if people are out there listening right now and they're curious about this, what's the first step they need to go do? You think?
If you're with a partner, I believe it's something you should be open and communication about. I think communication and honesty and trust is the biggest thing in any relationship, whether it's monogamous or, in the swing lifestyle. And I believe just allowing people to be themselves is the best thing. But if you're interested, definitely you can find it on the internet. You can find it on the websites and everything like that,
It's
or
on the
find people in
internet
your
now.
own community. They're everywhere. So if you're interested in exploring, and it's amazing, people you didn't know that were into it are into it.
Hey, real quick,
Church
Chelsea,
is
how can they
always a
reach-
good place to start. Church.
Chelsea,
Go
how can
ahead,
they reach
Miguel.
out to book for you guys if they
What's
want
that?
to go on one of you guys' like vacations or something like that? How can they find you all?
Oh yeah, we're www.toplesstravel.com is you can find all our events for 2021 on there, and then on secretsfl.com, you look on the events page, you can find where we'll be hosting.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. I really appreciate you being on. I appreciate you so much. On behalf of myself, Miguel Colon Jr., Ken Miller, and Mike Early, we will see you guys tomorrow.